200 days to go, John. How excited are you for the World Cup getting underway?
Very excited. 200 days to go for the second time, of course, but this feels different. It really does feel different, and it feels like the start of the lead-in to delivering what's going to be a seminal moment for us and International Rugby League.
Obviously, plenty of challenges you didn't expect at the start of the tournament. It feels like a long time ago since you had the initial launch, the cockerel on top of the World Cup.
It is.
Could you imagine anything like what you've had to go through in the last so many years?
No, I mean, for me personally, from November 2015, the blank sheet of paper, all the way through to the end will be 7 years, which is an extraordinary period of time. So we didn't plan for postponement. It hurt a lot, but we're a long way over that. We spent the last few months rebuilding, and creating excitement, raising awareness, creating excitement, and we've got a big tournament, haven't we? We've got 61 games, so there is no shortage of international rugby league.
It almost feels like when we speak to coaches week in, week out, asking about changing a squad, you've had to change part of your backroom team, so to speak.
Yeah.
How difficult has that been in terms of having to get the right people in the right positions and having to replace some good people?
Yeah, really hard. We lost about 60% of the team through postponement for lots of different reasons. Some had visas to go back home, some were moving on to other jobs, and there's a lot of uncertainty. Obviously we have a start, have a middle and have an end, but we've replaced those people with really talented individuals. We've changed the organisation slightly and pivoted our focus from a marketing perspective. It's no good feeling sorry for yourselves. You just got to get on with it and make the best you can. And actually, I think when we all reflect, postponement will be a force for the good.
When we look ahead to the tournament coming up, then ticket sales going well. How important is it not just to rugby league people know what's going on, but how difficult is it to get the message out there to people outside of the rugby league bubble that this is coming and they should buy tickets to come and see it?
Yeah, I think we did a really good job when we launched the ballot, the sports first ballot, and we know that we over-indexed on people who were not on our database, and our database is quite significant. And it's just about now creating that excitement. I think the Emirates offer at Arsenal does that. I think the Copper Box does that. And I think some of our marquee games like Newcastle, the opportunity to watch the men's and women's final. When I talk to my peers running the Commonwealth Games, running the Women's Football Euros and much wider, people I think look at us with great interest, and I think we're doing something different that hasn't been done before, so the 3 tournaments together. So the rugby league community, making sure that we serve them the right offer at the right time, and then that event going community to come and enjoy the tournament.
And you're coming after, as you mentioned, 2 big events in the country.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've just opened the ticket balance up for the Women's Euros today, because me and my friend have bought tickets to go to watch the game at Bramall Lane. But how important is it that it comes after those events where people might be thinking, I've missed out on those, I don't want to miss out on the next big event?
I think we're in position A1. I've got my tickets for the Leigh Sports Village for the Women's Euros. So we've got Women's Euros, Commonwealth Games, our event, all on the BBC. None of them London-centric, so we've got a big footprint in London. Women's Euros play the final at Wembley, but they're out in towns and cities, and we're very proud of being out in the north of England. So I think we are in the perfect position to capitalise on those moments and that sort of summer leading into autumn of sport.
What have you learned from the tournament in 2013 that you've been able to change and improve going into this one?
I think probably relevant to ticket sales is momentum, making sure we start off really strongly, and that's why we're putting a lot of focus and energy into Newcastle and Leeds onto day one. I think also understanding the audience. We always thought 2013 would be slightly late sale, particularly in the rugby league community. None of that has changed, and we've done a lot of research. And just being confident and being optimistic and positive. We are going to welcome the world's best rugby league talent across 3 different tournaments. There's a lot to like about that.
You've mentioned that ticket sales are going very well for the opening game of the women's tournament at Headingley.
Yeah.
Biggest crowd there's ever going to be to watch a standalone game in this country. The wheelchair games in Sheffield as well. It must be pleasing because I guess a lot of the attention from the media from outside is going to be on the men's competition, but you've got 3 World Cups to sell.
We have, and we never talk about any of them individually. The women's game, England-Brazil, part of the double header, we'd love to sell that game out. What a statement that would be for women's rugby league. And the wheelchair games, England-Australia at the Copper Box, what a great start. But having EIS in Sheffield pretty much with not a seat available, and to celebrate the athletes that will come. So we will always talk about 3 tournaments, and we want to create some superheroes and really get our customers in our community to really understand who's coming and create that excitement.
And the people who got involved selling those stories, they've almost got a blank canvas, because it's not as if the stars of the men's game aren't necessarily the people, the household names that they were 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was privileged to go to Dubai last month. We took Jodie Cunningham and James Simpson to carry the Queen's baton and to talk incredibly passionately about rugby league. And I think we'll just keep doing that, keep banking the drum, keep using our ambassadors who are doing a great job, keep getting to new people, and reminding the rugby league community this is amazing. This is the world's best athlete, 61 games, lots of different opportunities, and to come and see nations like Papua New Guinea, the Cook Islands, Tonga, Samoa in that opening game, Jamaica making the debut, Greece, Lebanon, and of course Brazil. So much to look forward to.
When will you be able to rest?
We will have hopefully a glass of champagne on the evening of the 19th and toast everyone and celebrate something truly transformative for International Rugby League. I'm
sure you can't answer this one because you won't have been able to think about what the future is for John Dutton, but would you like to stay involved in Rugby League? I know people will want you to be involved after 2013 and now 2017.
I make it my 44th season as a season ticket holder at my local club. I will certainly be involved in Rugby League in some shape or form, but my focus now is just on the next 200 days to go and then getting through the tournament and doing our very, very best. This is, it's going to be pretty special.